Alright, this is Lee with H2 Gaming 12, and I'm on YouTube channel Sons of Liberty 75, and I use my phone to record this, and sometimes I get calls that will some reason throw me off the video recording. So that's just what happened. We are all in, so I guess this will be video 12. We are in the 3 o'clock turn. And, excuse me. It is the Union activation and I was looking up what happens when you have a unit that's out of command range. Okay, so we have Williams here, who is out of command. His leader of his division is Holbert. So to get back into command, you know, and it's just hexes, I believe. It's, you're not counting movement points. Oh, well, it does say 4 movement points. Whoa. Okay. So okay, now friendly units to negate enemy zone of control. So along that line right there, focus on this. Okay, so you're trying to go through here. Okay, that's going to go down. Okay, that's a steep slope. Okay, that's why it has that brown, which you can't really see too well. Okay. But right there you can see it has this looks like rocks or brown stones or whatever, debris. Okay, same thing here. Okay, that means that's a steep slope. So what that steep slope, I guess going down, okay, well, I guess going up an elevation level doesn't cost anything. Okay. Going up a steep slope does, or a slope. So that's considered a slope. So that would be 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not going up. So that'd be 2, 2, 3. But they're in line. Well, you don't have to go by that, but say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they'd have to be, you know, almost next to them if you couldn't go through your own units. So getting right here puts him back in command range, but he could even go there. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's where he goes. All right, and let's see what we got here. Yeah, they were pushing back. So Tuttle, he can either go here or go there. I think he's going to go here. And these guys are going to go back up to here. Okay, except for that artillery. So basically what will happen is these guys, the infantry have to go there. This artillery will have to move there. That's 3, 4, 5, and relimber. Unlimber. Okay. And then if we go back over here, what we got here? Marsh. Marsh is wrecked. I don't know that I really want to do anything there. Sherman. Sherman could counterattack here. Close combat. Why not? Normally you wouldn't do this, but they're just like, well, they're not going to be able to, in the next turn, be able to get to those, they're just not going to be able to get to these markers. Okay, so they've got to get to they have to get all three of these, okay, or this one and this one, and they're just not going to do that. So here we have a Union victory. Okay, I'm not going to continue the April's harvest because it doesn't matter what the Union forces do. I mean, the Confederate forces do. Uh, the only way they would be able to take those would be if the Union just opened wide, okay, and then I was able to roll so that would get full activation by the the units that would have access, and it'd still be kind of tricky whether or not they could actually get to the to all the hexes they needed to get to. So the Union is going to win the Hornet's Nest scenario in April's harvest. I don't need to continue that. That'd be something. Well, face to face, you might continue just because, but I guess I can look at the losses. But of course the Confederates only have one unit that's wrecked, and that was that cavalry unit, while the Union have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've got 7 brigades that are wrecked, or regiments. Some of these are regiments. With Prentice, I think he's really got like regiments, except for the Peabody counter. That and the Miller counter, which the Miller I think was even in, the Miller's not even in this scenario. Some of these others, but the rest of these were all like regiments, not brigades. So that's what we've got there. And the reason that the Confederates lost is the fact that the rules, okay, benefit the Union too much, in my opinion, based on using the leader's rating in a way that does not apply to that rule. Okay, those ratings are for the command system. They're not for rolling, the die to see whether or not they activate. Those numbers are used to be used in the command system. So it's kind of faulty the way that they just said, well, we're just going to use the ratings on the. Now just do okay, 1 through 3 they activate, and 4, 5, 6 they don't. Something of that nature, instead of putting such a, in my opinion, huge disadvantage on the Confederates. Remember, they won the first day. They had pushed the Union Army back to the Tennessee River. It's only when you have Buell that shows up, and then, of course, Lew Wallace, that Grant is basically saved. He's in big trouble before that. So I think that one rule, the way that they did the command rules, makes it difficult for, in my opinion, almost impossible for the Confederates to win, because you're not going to be able to activate. You're hamstrung by only being able to activate units that you have a leader, but then the leader's ratings are so low that you can't activate. They're not going to do anything. And until I changed the rule, which was like at 2 o'clock or 2:30, maybe 2 o'clock. All right, so we're finished over here with April's harvest. Don't get me wrong. This is a system that I like, but Of course, the order system it's got to be house ruled for one thing.